Right guys, here we are in Zagreb, Croatia. Only got one day here, so just a couple of hours actually. It's now, what, 11:21 in the morning? So we'll see how much we can see before it goes dark. Let's start with the Dolac market, just down here. Wow, this place looks seriously busy. Looks like an excellent place to get pickpocketed. I'm gonna have to be on my guard. Any fruit and veg here. Looks like the indoor section. Let's check it out. Wow, where to start? Where to start? Let's go this way. What we've got here, cheeses. So like prosciutto kind of stuff. Hand-picked bakery. Chicken. All fresh produce here. Look at this. Couldn't get more fresh. It's busy, busy, busy. So it's Saturday, it's 11:30, so I guess probably the busiest day of the week, I imagine. As you can see. Got a range of salamis there. Let's go down this way. Oh, lovely smell of cooked meat here. Or cured meat it smells of, yeah. Look at these sausages. This massive array of fresh produce is making me starving. It's got jams, conserves there, dried fruits. This is honey. Yep. So what do you reckon? Decent market, eh? Let's see what there is outside. So it looks like we're in a major shopping area. Got all the stores all about there. Let's double back, see what's up these steps. Just making sure all my pockets are zipped up, because if I was a pickpocket, this is where I'd come for sure. Definitely. Market trader, I guess. Up the wooden steps. Right, let's have a wander. Check out these shops. Ooh, it's a warm day today. It's warmer than yesterday. It feels like proper spring here. Japanese restaurant. Asuka. Pub, cafe, bar. Carpe diem. There's definitely no shortage of cafes and bars and places to sit outside and eat and drink. Oh look, a monk. So Croatian craft beer on tap they have there. A huge mystery church I don't know the name of. No English. Shame there's no English signs anywhere. It's all in Croatian. But anyway, this is what it looks like. Okay, let's try going in anyway. Just me and one other person in here. Let's be quiet. Right, I'm back out. Okay, none the wiser as to what the name of that church was, but looked nice enough. Now, Gulliver's Bar or Tolkien's house? I think let's have a coffee in Tolkien's house and plan where next to go. So you can see the Tolkien theme in the decor here. Swords. Vaguely Tolkien themed, I guess. It's nice though. Okay, so got myself a latte, €2.30. Sit outside here. Not bad, eh? Nice place. Cheers. Lovely. Alright, next port of call, the Zagreb tunnels. Should be about a 10-minute walk from here. Oliver Twist bar. Look at this for a bar street. Now this part reminds me of Porto in Portugal. These buildings here. Wow. Okay, Google Maps is driving me up the wall. Keeps sending me in different directions. Anyway, let's enjoy this bar street. It's wall-to-wall bars and restaurants of all kinds. Fucking IPA. Okay, I said yesterday this place reminds me of Bucharest, but now I'm getting more of a Lisbon and Porto vibe with all these uppy downy streets. Alright, who's this on the horse? Let's check him out. Is it St. George? Yeah, gotta be St. George. There's a dragon there. Salamander looking dragon. Yeah, a dragon that looks like a catfish. Did he kill a catfish as well? Weird statue. Weird interpretation of a dragon anyway. When we all know what real dragons look like. So as we passed George and the catfish, didn't know Tinder existed back then by the way, we have the famous stone gate, apparently built in the 13th century. Even though it says there Anno Domini, what looks to me like 1760, but maybe it's not a 7. So it's got a little shrine to Virgin Mary where people light candles and pray. As you can see. Souvenir shop, wine bar, Dora the Explorer, fashion brand. Cool looking bar up there. 17th century cake and coffee. 17th century cake and coffee, €7. Hopefully the cake hasn't gone off. Look at this street. You know what? I'm going to go on a little mini side quest and check out this Croatian Museum of Naive Art. Muzej naivne umjetnosti. And then we'll head up there. Naive art, never heard of that before. $5.50 admission. So the girl at reception was explaining to me what naive art is, and it's basically art created by people with no formal training, I guess, so just find their own style themselves, hence the name naive art. Never heard of this before, but apparently it's quite widespread and well known. So all done by naive painters. Some nice stuff here. Bit of Wallace and Gromit going on here. Okay, so that was the Naive Art Museum of Croatia, and as we come out of the museum, which was there, we turn left. We have St. Mark's Church straight ahead. So on the roof we can see a kind of interesting design there. The castle on the right, and over here on the left we'll see 3 lions, which apparently represent the Dalmatia region, and there's an animal underneath which is a mink, which is supposed to represent Slovenia. So I knew all those facts off the top of my head, by the way. Didn't Google them at all. Ah, look, on our right we've got the Museum of Broken Relationships. What's that all about? Ooh, wow. We're headed for a stunning view, looks like. Notice a lot of these famous attractions, hope you can hear me okay with the wind and the chafage of the microphone, all really close together. You see we got the St. Mark's Church that we saw earlier, Museum of Broken Relationships also famous, Stone Gate just down there, and this viewpoint. Let's have a look. Looks like we've got a mummified pair of binoculars over here. And we've got a tourist information office just here in the fancy tower. Right, so from the tower and the tourist information office there, apparently the tunnels are along this way. So one thing I have noticed, you cannot rely on Google Maps in the city centre here. It just sends you around in circles, it'll drive you mad. So better to ask someone in the know. This is nice, isn't it? Lovely walkway. Nice and green. So here's Zagreb. Quite a pleasant surprise. Didn't expect it to be this nice, to be honest. So apparently we have to follow this path down, and now I'm doing what I hate YouTubers to do, and that is hold the mic in front of them. But the reason I'm doing it is because it's chafing against my clothes and it's getting quite annoying. So what I was saying before about these attractions all being close together, the advantage of that is you can see a lot in one day, as I'm doing here, so that's pretty good. Although it's a big city, the old town is all pretty compact, the major points of interest. It's quite steep and hilly though, on cobblestone, so if you have mobility issues, you're going to have issues. So as you come down these steps, little park area there, and here we are. These are the tunnels, which apparently were some kind of defence during the World War II, maybe World War I, I'm not sure. I'm sure they didn't have music playing back then. Yeah, I think the music spoils the atmosphere a bit. So, does what it says on the tin. It's a big long tunnel. Sure, this is making for riveting viewing, walking down a big tunnel. So another exit there. Wonder how far it goes. Sure, it didn't used to be this light back in the day. And bear in mind, this camera tends to make things look lighter than they really are as well, but it is. It's not dark in this bit, it's quite well lit. Just not as bright as it looks on camera. Nowhere near as bright actually, looking at the back of my screen. These all, what are these? Did these used to be windows? What were they? Little alcoves, they are now. So I can see light at the end of the tunnel, literally. And that's the other end. So how long is this? I'm making a little guess here, 500 meters, maybe a bit longer. It's probably online somewhere. At least it's free entry, as it should be. So just coming out the other side now, after, what was that, 5-minute walk? So this is the other side of the tunnel. Straight into a fridge magnet shop. And there's the cathedral, scaffolding in the distance. Souvenirs Greece, or however you pronounce that. So this tunnel is called Tunnel Greece, or Greece Tunnel. Assuming that's how you pronounce that C with a little squiggle over it. Let's head down here. There's loads of places to shop and to sit and drink and eat. It's like really designed for tourists. Taquitos bandidos. Star Ramen bar. Yeah, that Taco's little bar there reminds me of my two Mexican friends from the other day, from Slovenia. Shout out to Armando and Alan. I think it's time for a snack actually. Let's pop in here. That done. So, got a nice big, huge, foot-long tortilla up there for a ham one. For €4.50, not too bad. We'll find somewhere to sit down and eat it now. And after we've had this, I think head back to that Staro Ramen bar and have a Staro Ramen. There we go, straight ahead. I'll do a bookend with this old lady. Oh, at the main square, forget the name, I'll look it up in a minute. Anyway, eating time. It's like ham, cheese and coleslaw. Quite tasty. So in answer to the question I asked earlier, the name of the square is Ban Josif Jelacic. Probably butchered that pronunciation. And that's the guy there on the horse in the middle of the square. Not sure what he's famous for, but I guess he's a national hero. Otherwise, he wouldn't have had a square named after him. But yeah, that's where we are. And it's absolute touristville here. I had no idea Croatia was that popular with tourists. Yeah, what did I know? You can see why though. So much to see and do here. There's loads. I mean, look at this. Signpost of places to go. There's even a museum of hangovers. Muzej Mamurluka. Museum of hangovers. That's cool. Tells you a lot about the locals. What else? Anything more interesting around here? The Museum of Hangovers. As we saw, there's a Museum of Broken Relationships. What else? Travel experience? No, nothing too eccentric. Yeah, so the prize goes to the Museum of Hangovers. That's my little takeaway from my visit to Zagreb, Croatia. That and Museum of Broken Relationships. Maybe the two are connected. Okay, let's take a closer look at Big Joe. Ban Jelačić. No idea how to say it. 1848. Let's check him out on the other side. Seems to be his best angle. There we go. Good old Joe. As was the fashion back then, he had one hell of a tash. It's better than Stalin's. Of course, he came long before Stalin, but yeah, nice hat as well. Right, as this wind's building up, I think it's time to head back to that Staropramen bar and get a pint of said drink. Let's go. Alright, here we are, Staropramen Premium Beer, Prague. Alright, here we are, Staropramen, half a litre, €2.90. Not too bad a price, eh? The genuine deal from Prague. Best beer from Prague in my opinion. Least of the ones that they export anyway. Cheers. Ching. Yeah, not bad.